From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Amarachi Ubani.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight, scores feared killed as suspected Boko Haram members invade villages near Chibok in Borno State. Federal government expresses worry over targeting of innocent Nigerians by insurgents in the north. Governor Fashola explains reason for ordering the registration of residents of Lagos State. And Iraqi government forces launch airstrikes in an offensive to retake the northern city of Tikrit from Sunni rebels. The killings in parts of northern Nigeria have continued unabated. At least 10 people have been killed following attacks on 2 villages near Chibok, Borno State in northeastern Nigeria. Suspected members of the Boko Haram sect were said to have invaded churches in Kautikari village with bombs and guns while the residents were holding services. The village of Kwada was also attacked at the same time. It was gathered that the insurgents carried on the attacks for at least 4 hours, setting fire to homes and shooting sporadically, forcing desperate residents to send out text messages calling for help from security operatives. This attack is coming after another deadly attack in Sanga local government area of Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria, which left at least 25 people dead. Gunmen, suspected to be Fulani herdsmen, in the late hours of yesterday struck the Ambe and Par communities. Chairman of the local government, Emmanuel Adamu, confirmed the killings to Channels Television and said the gunmen came in through the thick forest between Sanga and in Kaduna State and Plateau State. Meanwhile, the targeting of innocent Nigerians by the Boko Haram sect members has become worrisome to the federal government, while condoling with the management of New Telegraph newspaper over the death of its managing editor, Sulaiman Bisala. The senior special assistant to the president on public affairs, Dr. Donyo Kupe, urged all Nigerians to join the fight against insurgency. He, however, gave the assurance that the federal government will not rest until it has contained and extinguished the menace. The late Sulaiman Bisala was among the 24 persons killed in last Wednesday's bomb blast at Emma Plaza in Abuja.
The activities of Boko Haram are generally incomprehensible. We do not understand what it stands for fully. We do not understand what they really want. We do not understand or know who they really are. All we see is wanton violence wrought against our people. No denomination, no delimitation of class, age, religion, ethnicity. At first, we thought it was Muslims fighting Christians. Then we thought some Christians have seized the franchise and they were also, fighting Muslims. Now we see that Boko Haram is fighting everybody. It's fighting the very nerve center of the soul of Nigeria. But what distresses some of us is that how do we account for this, the pain that is inflicted on very ordinary Nigerians?
The organizers of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign are worried over conflicting signals from the presidency on the matter. One of the conveners, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, says the federal government appears to be creating a crisis of confidence among Nigerians in its silence of investigations so far on the Chibok girls. After 76 days of search, assisted by some other countries, Dr. Ezekwesili urged the presidency to refocus and put aside trivial issues that could divide the nation, but use the Chibok girls as a symbol of unity and inspiration for the nation.
We still get confusing signals from government and associates of government as though they doubt that these girls have been taken by the enemies. If the government has gathered evidence that there is something not factual about the state of these girls, it owes the citizens that information. But for there to be such discordance of word and action, it creates a crisis of confidence. The problem of our country is that following the Nigerian civil war, we simply just got together and carried on. No, we should have talked as a people. We pretended that everything was fine and we just walked on. And today, not having had that important conversation is haunting us all the way. The Chibok girls are forcing us to be a society that can confront its demons.
Coming back here to Lagos, Governor Babatunde Fashola has appealed to all Lagosians to avail themselves of the ongoing residence registration exercise across the state. According to the governor, who spoke today in Lagos during the annual Ramadan lecture organized by the Lagos State Council of Ansarudeen Society of Nigeria, it is important for everyone to take advantage of the exercise because it will assist the government in planning and would help yield quick response to security issues.
I want to use this season to appeal to all residents that the Lagos State Residence Registration Exercise is an important asset that belongs to all of us. We have prepared that process and those cards with your money. I want to appeal to you to please use it. At this time of heightened security challenge, it may become a life-saving document to have in your hand. It may help us respond in terms of security crisis quicker and faster. It is important for us as a people to know how many we are. I know that this society has a record of its members. That is why you can reach them and you can contact them. If a society that is only a part of the larger state can keep a record of its numbers, don't you think that the whole state should have the record of all of its residents? It has nothing to do with indigency. It has nothing to do with where you were born. It's simply a function of do you live here? If you live here, we want to know.
Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola. Moving on to Delta State now, the people of Utagbuno community in Dokwa West local government area have threatened to reclaim the land where the Rubber Estates Nigeria Limited is operating a rubber plantation. In a protest staged at the company's field, the community accused the company of being insensitive to their plight.
This is Utagbuno community, the home of rubber plantation. But that precious possession is not what has brought this crowd here. This company, Rubber Estate Nigeria Limited, is the reason why both the young and the old have assembled at the company's field.
REN has, since the said letter of 2013, neglected and or refuse to relate with the said new board of trustees of 40 members. REN is therefore collaborating with the wrong persons in Otabono to undermine Otabono's authority, rights, and interests. We have had enough of REN's disregard and disrespect.
We forgot to include that Amadi should be removed from this office.
Yes.
For misdirecting us and misdirecting Otabono people.
Look at our road to our community. Is it motorable? Is it so dumb in any way?
To show how serious they are, these bags of rice given to them as gifts a month ago has been returned.
Amadi should go.
While commending the community for a peaceful protest, the representative of the company assures them that their message will get to the appropriate authority.
I will try as much as possible to make sure that this document gets to the managing director. I will do that. But what I want to appeal to everybody is cannot continue like this. We know that it is going to be all over. I want everybody to have patience. We are going to follow this matter up, this issue, wherever we have stopped. I will call the MD both on phone. I will scan this to him.
The community has laid down their grievances, but it's now left to the company to deal with their requests to avoid any further crisis in the area.
In part 2 after the break, we'll visit an FCT community to see how close Nigeria is to meeting the Millennium Development Goals on education. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.